Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and today I'm coming to you with another product review, and more specifically an EDC product review. And once again, I will be looking at a product from the company Thrunite. Now, they are not an official sponsor of the Texas Gun Vault. It's not like I have some type of special relationship with them. They just happen to send me products from time to time. You guys have seen my other flashlight reviews. Now, all of my flashlight reviews, I have to say, have been really positive when it comes to this particular company. I own a couple of O-lights, and I have quite a few of these little Thrunites now, and I'm really impressed. In fact, I think I might like them a little better than the O-lights. You guys know that I'm an honest reviewer and an honest channel, and I always tell you guys all of the terms of any agreement that I have with any company that sends me something for review. The only thing that I receive is the flashlight for free. That is it. I get no kickback code. If you go online and click any link in the description below, I don't get anything from it. No extra revenue. It said no discount codes, nothing special at all. The only thing I get sent is this flashlight, and they say to review it honestly. And that's what I always try to do. The other flashlights that I have reviewed in the past is the BSS V4. This is a tactical flashlight. Really like the color of this one. Then I've also reviewed the Thrunite Catapult Mini, which I was really impressed with. Kind of an odd shaped flashlight, but it really does throw that beam a long way. And I have reviewed the Thrunite TW10 weapons mounted light. All of these have been really high quality. Didn't like the weapons light as much, but I said it definitely works. And I was really impressed with the build quality of the tactical flashlight and the Catapult Mini. So I'm curious what I'm going to think of the product today, which is the H01 or the BSS H01, which is a headlamp. So this is a great item for hiking, camping, if you're working on a car and just need a headlamp where someone else can't hold the light for you. So we're going to unbox this on camera, get my initial thoughts, and then we'll test it out compared to these other products and an O-light Baton 2, which I know a lot of people kind of have as kind of a reference point, so we're not just comparing it to Thrunites. Alright, so here's the box. Once again, it's one of these nice paper boxes. Seems to be decent quality here. It does say this is the Thrunite BSS H01 Customized Edition Headlamp with Black Scout Survival Max 687 lumens rechargeable LED headlamp. The color on this one is supposed to be green. They offer it in two colors, an orange and a green. I like getting the different colors, but I thought green was a little bit more tactical than the orange. So let's open this thing up and see what's inside. How does this box open here? Looks like we're gonna go this way. All right. All right, so here obviously is the headlamp. Let's see. Okay. So, oh, it has a nice little camo headband there. That looks really nice. It's finished just like all of their other products. Looks really nice. I do like that green color. Let's see what else we get in the box here. It says screw down the light head and tail cap tightly before use. I will do that before I test it out. Got a recharging cable. Got a bunch of these little extra parts. Got a little clip here. Your owner's manual. There's the extra parts. And we got some other information here from Thrunite. So let's get all that to the side here. And let's take off the rubber bands. All right, so there's the headlamp. It looks pretty good. It's mounted in this kind of soft rubber really well. It's not going to move. I gotta say the quality looks pretty nice. Looks like we have a button up here on top. Got their logo on the bottom. I really do like that color. I like the camouflage headband. So if it's anything like these other lights that I have from them, I don't think I'm going to be disappointed. It does look like it has the orange peel type of lens. So that's going to give you a nice diffuse light and not really have a centered hot spot. Let's see here. Make sure everything's tightened down, and let's push the button, see if there's enough juice in this thing for it to run. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, the button on the side here lights up, letting you know it's on. And let's see, I don't know how many modes we have here. Oh, we have multiple modes. If I push it twice, it gets brighter. Maybe if I hold it down, let's see what it does. Nothing. Let's see if I hold it down. Wait, actually wait, there does go to moonlight mode. So it works like all of their other lights. So I guess 1 is kind of a medium. 2 is really bright. And there's a flashing if you push 3. I guess that was an SOS. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. It is an SOS message, so this would be great for camping if you get lost. That's pretty cool. And then if you hold it down, you get the moonlight setting. Okay, so there's some safety features put into this in case you get lost. That is kind of neat. And of course, holding it down, you can go through all the different settings. So it works just like all of their other lights. All right, so far, I like this thing. Seems to be well built. It's attractive. All right, I'm gonna get this thing put on my big old bald head, and we'll compare it to these other lights and how well they work. All right, so here I am in the dark garage, and we're gonna use the headlamp first. We're gonna start off in moonlight mode. So let me push the button here. It is on my head, by the way, and there's moonlight mode. I'm sure you really can't see it on the camera, maybe some reflection of the light. I'm gonna move my head around here. It's not enough for even the camera to pick up, but it is very, very dim, but that might be beneficial in some situations. So I'm now going to go to medium, and there's the medium mode. And my personal opinion on this one is I think for most applications, like if you're working on a car, maybe out camping, this might not be bright enough. I know the camera's picking up on it pretty good, but I have seen better from, you know, kind of like the medium settings. I would like this setting to be a little bit brighter, to be honest with you. And then finally, we're gonna go to the full-on setting. And the bright setting is really bright. This is great. This is kind of where I would want it to be all of the time. So that lights up pretty well. It does not have a defined hotspot, which I would not expect with the orange peel type of a lens. It is really bright. And so now I'm going to compare this to a couple of other flashlights here, just so we can compare beams. So let me turn this off. And now we're going to go to the Olight Baton 2. And so there is the lower setting on the Baton 2. So this is brighter than the low setting on the headlamp, which I wish the headlamp was more this bright. And then let's go to the turbo setting. And that's really, really bright with a pretty medium-sized hotspot. Lights up the garage pretty well. Now I'm going to show you guys the Thrunite Catapult, which I did in my last review video. And this has the extremely centered hotspot right there. And I really like this flashlight, especially for nighttime use. I've actually carried this a couple times going out on walks. I love how far this beam is thrown. And then if I go to the really bright setting, there it is. Very defined hotspot. It's almost like a laser. I like that. With a little bit of spill, but the spill is not very bright. Okay. And then here would be the tactical flashlight. So there's the low. And there's the turbo. And for a tactical flashlight, this is my absolute favorite. I love this one from Thrunite. This is the BSS V4. I've actually carried this one a lot too as an EDC item. So once again, let's go back to the headlamp here. And there's the low setting. Not very much, but I do like the turbo setting. And for me, this is how I would probably use this light a lot. All right, so that's the beam characteristics. Now let me adjust the camera. I'll show you how it's on my head and give you guys my final thoughts. All right, so I know this is a sight, especially having something wrapped around my humongous melon. But I gotta say, it's pretty comfortable. The band that they give you has a lot of elasticity to it. I like the fact it's camo. It fits around my head and has lots of adjustments. And trust me, if it fits on my head, it will fit on yours. My head is gigantic. I can rarely find hats that fit me. So it has lots of adjustments. It's a standard kind of elastic band. It works great, seems to hold fine. My only issue with this is if maybe you sweat a lot, you might get a lot of moisture kind of trapped in that band. But I think you would have that with most other bands themselves with any type of a headlamp. The only issue that I found with this light is the heat. Now, it does a pretty good job of mitigating the heat between the light and your head. It has this nice little plastic holder here, or it's kind of a hard rubber, and It seems to dissipate the heat pretty well. Now, when I was walking around the garage and filming these different segments, I left the headlamp on. And I can tell you, after about 5 to 10 minutes, you can begin to feel a little bit of heat on your head. It is not really hot, it is not uncomfortable, but you do get a lot of heat transfer. You know, these LED lights can get kind of hot. So that might be a little bit of an issue, and I know a lot of times when you're going to be wearing this, you might be working in a hot garage like I am right now. You know, if you're working on a car, you know, working on an engine, you're underneath the car, maybe you're out camping, it's kind of a hot night, that might get a little bit uncomfortable, but it's not too bad. So the only two issues I've found with this light is the heat and the fact that the medium or kind of the lower setting, because it does have a moonlight mode, that kind of the medium or low setting might be a little bit too low. I would like it to be a little bit brighter. But I think when it comes to the beam, I like how it doesn't have a centered hotspot. That orange peel lens does a really good job of kind of diffusing the light. It's not too much spill, it's not too wide. And I really like the fact it has that SOS blinker. So if you are out in the woods, you get lost, it's pretty bright, people could see you from a long distance away and know that you need help. I think that's really, really cool, or you can just simply set it down. Another option is that you can take it out of the carrier here on your head, and it does come with a standard clip as well, so if you wanted to carry it as a typical flashlight, you could do that. I think it's definitely bright enough, and here would be the clip on that. So if you wanted to do that, it would work as well. So it's kind of a versatile, very practical light. I wouldn't necessarily call this one an EDC light, but for working on a car, working around the house, working in the garage, going camping, this thing would be awesome. And I think it's pretty versatile and pretty practical. And while I don't expect to compare it exactly to a full-on tactical flashlight or one that's designed to throw the beam very far, so I don't know if that's necessarily very fair, I think it does its job pretty well as a headlamp. As I said, the only two issues, heat on the turbo setting. After about 5 to 10 minutes, you kind of feel it a little bit on your forehead. And then lastly, I wish the low setting was a little bit brighter. So, besides you guys getting to see me looking goofy with this headband, how would I rate this on my little star system? Well, I'm gonna give this one 4 out of 5 stars. I think the fit, the finish, the quality of it, I like the way it looks. It's very attractive. I like the control. I can get to it really easy. It's just a little button here on the side. You obviously can flip it around if you're left-handed. That's not going to be an issue. I think it's pretty good. 4 out of 5 stars, the heat and the fact the low setting is not bright enough. But that's just my little personal opinion. Now, I don't know how much I would use the moonlight setting. That might be a little bit too low as well, but the moonlight setting might be really nice if you're not using it as a headlamp, but a standalone flashlight. So that's my thoughts on this. And as I said, in case you're wondering, are you a shill, Jason? No, I am not. The only thing I receive for free is this flashlight. They are not an official sponsor of the Texas Gun Vault in any way. I get no kickback codes, nothing if you're interested in this headlamp. It is just me getting a free product, getting to try it out, and give you guys my honest reviews. Would I say anything negative about the light if they were a sponsor? Well, probably not. But I told you 2 things I don't like about it. But overall, it's a pretty good flashlight. 4 out of 5 stars. And I have to be very honest with you. If you guys are looking for flashlights, at least give Thrunite a chance. I think that these flashlights are extremely attractive, very well built, they're rechargeable. I think they're a pretty darn good company that can rival Olight. And that's just my personal opinion. And I've been using these, haven't had any trouble. I like them. And that's just what I'm gonna say, and that's my honest opinion. And it's not because I got some of these for free. So there you go. My review on the Thrunite. Make sure I get the model number correctly. H01, this is the green. They also offer it in orange. I will put a link in the description below so you guys can get more information on this light and where to go buy it. So go down there, check it out. At least give it a try, give it a look, see what you guys think. And I want to thank Thrunite for sending this to me for review. Sorry it wasn't an absolutely perfect review, but overall, it's an excellent product. So let me know, do you guys own any other Thrunite flashlights or accessories? I'd love to know your experiences in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.